What is good, YouTube? It is your boy D Murray, and this is D Murray Reacts. We react to some of your favorite videos, Reddit posts, and news. We are at it again with another video for you guys this week. Please remember to hit that like and subscribe. We really appreciate it. As well, you got to hit that notification bell so you know when we're dropping our videos 2 times a week. We got another video for you guys today. This is a post that was actually recommended to us to react to. So as I said before, if you want me to react to anything, you can hit me up on email. You can also hit me up Instagram, Twitter, doesn't matter. All the links are in the bio. Let me know what it is that you want me to react to. So today's post is about stealing company property, quote unquote. I'm gonna go ahead and read you guys the title. They are asking, I'm being accused of stealing company property because I bought my own Keurig cups instead of buying from the company snack bar. How should I tell my boss to go fuck herself? Well, walk in the office. You're gonna have to speak, and then tell her to go fuck herself. Like I think it's pretty easy. If you're asking how do you tell somebody to do that without telling them to do that, I don't really know that that's a thing. But I'm willing to go down this path with you and see if we can figure it out together. Now, this is the one thing, is that this appears to be a post once it was given to me, that they were asking this, and then there also appears to be an update. That's a fairly long update. So we're going to go through that as well. But before we go through the update, because I haven't seen any of it, I'm just going to go ahead and go through the post first. I just know that there is an update. So obviously we went through what it is. This is from not_a_CEO. The little Keurig coffee cups at work are 50 cents each. Very reasonable. But I don't like the flavors they keep stocked, so I bought in my own cups from home and have been using those instead. Better flavor and all that. I'm sure that it is. I'm not the biggest fan of the Keurig cups, but my wife is. She loves those damn things. So I could see how maybe you would want your own cups. And there's a million of them. I've been down that aisle to find the specific ones that she wants amongst millions of cups. So I know about these cups very well. There's a Keurig coffee machine, 2 of them actually. We have some serious coffee addicts here in the break room that employees are allowed to use, so that's what I've been using. My boss is a notorious tightwad and a micromanaging asshole. I was getting my coffee yesterday morning using my own Keurig cups that I purchased on my own time, and she asked, where did you get those? All offended like. The ones I bought are easily distinguishable from the company purchased ones. Mine's are red, the company ones are blue. So obviously the boss already knew what was up. You know, you brought some stuff from home, right? You ain't sharing with the office. When I said I brought them in from home, she said that was illegal. And then there's some question marks. And I was stealing company resources and to stop immediately. That ain't stealing company resources. You bringing in your. I don't know that. First of all, illegal is obviously not correct. Like, we're all smart enough and adults to know that, like, that ain't right. So she just doesn't have a proper way of expressing herself. So she said illegal because I think that's just where her mind went. But obviously we know that that's not illegal. And also, it's not stealing company resources. Stealing a pen, as ridiculous as that may be, that's company resources. If you decide to take an office chair home, if you were such a bold person to ride that down the elevator, that is company resources. Me bringing my own stuff to work, that ain't company resources. I'm sorry. If I could bring in my own lunch, why can't I bring in my own Keurig cups? I'm sure that the boss ain't sitting at my desk wondering where my peanut butter for my peanut butter and jelly sandwich came from. So I don't know why you be worried about where my Keurig cups are coming from, but we ain't there yet. I just burst out laughing. I honestly thought she was kidding. She continued that I was stealing the water. Oh, shit. I didn't know that was a thing. I'm guessing the water fountain is also off limit for my lips. I don't know this, but I'm just guessing that that's the case. Since I had to pay for the privilege to use the coffee machines and raised her voice for me to stop laughing and that I could be fired, that's when I realized she was serious. The boss is obviously tripping. I've known of no job where water has to be paid for. Even to be able to use the machine, that's extremely ridiculous. Normally, jobs have these things in order to keep the employees happy. I've never known of a job where we have the Keurig machine to actually make money when we're selling the cups for 50. First of all, let's just be very clear here. I think the boss is probably making 50 cents a Keurig cup if we just being real. Maybe even 25 if she going half with somebody in the office. Maybe it's Jerry over in the corner. Maybe he hitting up the Costco, bringing in the Keurig cups, and then him and whoever this boss is going half and half. They splitting up the money at the end. I don't know. I'm just speculating. But I do know that ain't nobody paying for no water in the office. That's not a thing. Nobody pays for water in the office. I was nearly speechless. I kept repeating, "Are you serious?" as I would too, but I would get progressively more aggressive with the "Are you serious?" Because I'm already wouldn't be having this. It's water from the coffee machine. It's a single cup of coffee. And she says that with an exclamation point. I don't know if she yelled that, but I would have yelled that. And she kept saying, "Nope, stop immediately or we'll file you for theft. Let's do it." I ain't never in my life been like, let's just go ahead and go to HR, except for this situation. Let's go to HR. Let's talk to HR about me stealing water from the coffee machine. I know they would love to deal with this on a Wednesday. I'm sure Jonathan in HR is like, you know what? I ain't got shit to do. You know what I would love to do? I would love to argue with somebody about Keurig cups and whether or not they can use the machine and whether or not they're actually stealing water from the company. I think that they're really, really interested in that. So I would go ahead and call the bluff on that. Let's see if they do. Again and again and again, that I had to use the company purchased ones and no others. I'm going in tomorrow and I'm getting my damn cup of coffee. Nice. Boss move. Do that. As a matter of fact, I'm going to go to Jonathan in HR with my cup of coffee. I'm going to also bring some Keurig cups, ask him if he want a cup of coffee too, because that's how we're doing it today, this Wednesday. That's how I'm feeling when I showed up. You know what I'm saying? I will absolutely die on this hill if I have to. I've worked here for 5 years, so you've been there long enough to like, you got a little leeway with this for sure. You ain't new. You ain't new. And I have no problem escalating this to the CEO if necessary. Let's not do that. I think HR can handle this. Let's not write no emails to the CEO because the CEO might look at you like, look, this ain't even my issue. Why you not talking to HR about this? Because I don't think HR is going to have an issue, but we'll see because there's an update as well. So we'll kind of see how that goes. Or getting a new job. This is ridiculous. Now, hold on. Like, let's not do that either. I don't think this person's crazy. I'm just saying, like, let's not quit. Let's not quit over some cups. I think it'll be okay. How should I tell my boss that she could go fuck herself if she brings this up again and threatens me further? So before we get to the update, I think that we have already established that your boss ain't got a leg to stand on. I don't think you need to tell her anything. I think that if she brings it up to you again, you don't respond at all. We just go to HR. I'll just go to HR and I ask them, how y'all feel about this? Because I can guarantee you, HR may not even know what's happening in room 203. You know what I'm saying? They might not even know what's going on. You know? So if I could bring in my own lunch, if I could go get a cup of water out the water fountain or get a cup of water from the sink in the kitchen, I'm sure there's a sink in there. Then there ain't no reason why I can't use the Keurig machine and it give me some hot water because it's there for me to be happy. That's why it's there. They know that their people that are there want coffee, so they have a machine to do so. We know this. We all know this. We just preaching to the choir. Preaching to the choir. Y'all heard this before. So this is the update. Hey everyone, I posted yesterday about my boss accusing me of stealing company property when I brought some Keurig coffee cups in from home. It blew the hell up and I'm still reeling from the sheer amount of attention it got. I have since deleted the post. I actually had a post before it got deleted, so that's good. In part because I was a bit overwhelmed with all the attention and comments I received, but also largely because I got several harassing DMs from a few douchebags who either accused me of being lazy, making the whole situation up, or just calling me a snowflake, and I figured I would get some breathing room. For anyone that did that, you're an actual asshole because that's not necessary. This seems legitimate, and I don't know why she would make this up. I like to kind of go with it. You're not going to get the full story from everyone. I know that. But this situation seems fairly plausible to me. Because like I said, man, I think that there's some money being exchanged somewhere down the line. I could be wrong, but I don't know exactly how it's happening. You feel me? I don't know exactly how it's happening. But essentially... she says that I deleted the messages and blocked the users without replying, but still, if you're one of those people, I hope your socks get wet while you're out walking. Me too. I hope your socks get wet. However, thank you to all of you who were kind, supportive, and wished me luck in confronting my boss in the situation at work. I literally lost count of how many were on my side and had ideas on how I could deal with the situation. Seriously, thank you all. I couldn't believe the amount of support my post got. I made it what I thought was a normal post about a shitty boss. Apparently it touched the nerve because everybody be upset with their boss, like for sure. I read as many comments as I could, but there were over 10,000. Good. That's good. I'm glad people were supporting you. I support you as well. I think it's ridiculous. So this is the update. I had posted yesterday on my lunch break, and when I came back into work, I already had a few good ideas thanks to a bunch of you. Like several of you recommended, I wanted to get her accusations in writing, so I sent off an email as soon as I sat down after lunch. I basically played dumb. Hi, I just wanted to double check the rules regarding bringing in coffee from home. I hope we CC'd the office. I'm CCing everybody. Other than we talked about, I ain't CCing the CEO, but I'm CCing everybody. I might even CC some people on the third floor. I'm just gonna throw that out there. I'm gonna CC everybody. Everybody's involved in this now. Is this allowed? I don't recall this being in our employee handbook. I like it. You're throwing shots, making it important out here, right? She replied about an hour later saying that that what she said earlier, yes, it was grounds for firing since it was using company property for personal gain. I don't even know what that means. Personal gain in my want for staying awake in a good beverage at work? I don't understand that. All right, though. And that I should only use the company Keurig cups. I replied asking if it was considered stealing the company water, and she again said yes, but not if I paid for the coffee since I was purchasing it. But you're paying for the coffee. You're not paying for the water. Like if I gave you 50 cents for the Keurig cup and I don't get my water, let's just say I take the cup home, I should get some money off because I didn't use the water. I just got the cup. As a matter of fact, I think I'm being overcharged. Since we talking about it, I'm going to CC that shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to let them know how I feel about that, right? And a bunch of you also thought she was profiting off the coffee cups. That was me. And while your logic was sound, I found out later she has no responsibility or fingers in the pot regarding the fees from the employee break area. Turns out she's just really a micromanaging asshole. Sure. I think somebody getting paid though. Somebody getting paid now. You know what I'm saying? So once I got these emails back for her, I went to my senior boss who outranks everyone in the office. I asked him if that were true, that we were not allowed to bring in our own personal Keurig cups. He looked confused and said, no, that's not true at all. I bring in my own sometimes. Right. Like, right. As I thought, right? He went from confused to shocked when I told him I was being accused of stealing company water while using my own Keurig cups, and I wanted to file an official complaint. And then annoyed when I told him who was accusing me and who I wanted to complain against, he apologized profusely on behalf of the asshole manager and explained a few things. Long story short, there were multiple complaints of the same nature against this particular manager, mostly in the vein that she was overstepping the bounds of her duties and threatening to fire people at the slightest whim, which senior boss told me was not her decision, because normally it's not. Normally they got to talk to somebody else before they just start getting rid of people, right? So we already knew this. But this is good. You only had to go to HR. You just go to her boss. Nice. Senior boss apologized again and again, told me that I was absolutely allowed to bring in my own Keurig cups and that he would be speaking to the other manager in question. He finished by saying her behavior will stop, I promise you, and she won't be speaking to you about this again. Let me know if she brings it up further. He again repeated it was not her responsibility or within her duties to fire me, which we know to be the fact. I have a very good relationship with my senior boss, and he told me that he would prefer to avoid filing an official complaint, because I'm sure for him, like, he probably already got some on her, and he probably should have fired her ass fucking last year, but instead she's still here somehow, you know. Maybe he's involved in the 50-50. I don't know. I'm just saying. But somehow she's still here, and that's probably why he don't want them problems, because then he got to go through all kind of stuff and explain things. But, you know, it is what it is. He would understand if I chose and would draw up the paperwork, though. I told him that as long as no one else is accusing me of theft and that my job wasn't actually in jeopardy, it wasn't. He kept telling me I wouldn't file a complaint only if the asshole manager apologized in person. I got a very tight-lipped face-to-face apology about 2 hours later from the manager. I told her how insulting it was to be accused of theft, especially over something so incredibly stupid as a single cup of water. I told her that I didn't want to talk about it further. Now you throwing shots. I like it. I like it. We should do this by the Keurig cup as I'm making another cup. I'm going to make a double cup. Make a double cup. I might even take all my Keurig cups, start passing them out to everyone in the office and everybody that I see on the third floor, just so that we're all aware that I'm okay to do this. We talked to upper management. We talked to them. They said it's fine, right? Told her that I wouldn't be logging a complaint, but I felt like I was being unjustly accused of something in the future from her. I'd have those emails so she conveniently sent me evidence that she didn't know what she was talking about. That's crazy, because she acted like she knew what she was talking about earlier, right? Like I said, I have a very good relationship with my senior boss. Been with the company 5 years, not worried. I do genuinely thank all of you for commenting yesterday, offering me support. That's the reason why she came to the subreddit in the first place. She will probably end up deleting that post as well. She doesn't know if it's against the rules of the subreddit or not, and she doesn't really ever post on Reddit. So, this one, she pretty much already answered herself, but I think that this was a pretty good story. This type of thing tends to happen, especially in office situations, because it's just a bunch of people in an office, and some of them people don't have very good, they don't have great people skills anyway. And then the moment you put them in a position of power, we having a conversation about a 50-cent Keurig cup, or we having a conversation about water, or how many pencils I have, or what kind of staples I'm using in my stapler. Like, it's all kinds of ridiculous in office sometimes, and it ain't really nothing you could do. Luckily for her, she's got a good senior boss, so she's got some upper management that's willing to work with her. They've obviously had issues with this manager before. The one thing that does concern me is that they continue to not log complaints against this manager, but somehow the senior boss has enough to be like, you need to go apologize. So the only thing that's concerning is that she may come out down the road and end up doing something else to you, and then you got to go back. The one thing I would say is that, and this is for anybody, the senior boss can be a good person, but if there ain't really no loyalty there, and we're talking about a job, right? So you got to pay your bills. If you find yourself in a situation where you continue to go through these things, you might just have to log a complaint, and that just might have to be it. Because sometimes people can't be fired if there's no paper trail, right? Because she could find herself in a real bad situation and be like, I don't know what y'all talking about. Ain't no complaints were logged against me over the whole Keurig cup debacle of 2021. You know what I'm saying? Like, nobody said anything to me about that. And then magically, here we are, and she's still working here, and everything is fine because nobody put any type of information on paper. So you just got to be careful with that. But I pretty much already knew what this was from the beginning. I still think that somebody behind the scenes, it might be the janitor, I don't know who it is, but somebody getting paid. Somebody gotta be getting paid. I don't know why she would be acting like that, but I guess maybe if she is just micromanaging, and she's just micromanaging, and maybe she just feel that way about you, but somebody else can do whatever they want to do. Obviously, she ain't saying nothing to the senior manager because he's obviously doing whatever the hell he wants to do, and rightly so, because it ain't nothing wrong with bringing in your own Keurig cups. So if you're someone that has a situation like this, bring your own shit in. Ain't nobody gonna do nothing to you over this. This isn't an actual thing. But I tell you right now, if you start stealing pens and rulers and protractors and all kinds of other shit, if you start taking staplers, there may be some repercussions for that. So I can't be on your side for that. But if you want to go ahead and you want to bring in your own coffee, or you just can't leave that PB&J at home, by all means, bring it in and eat it. Bring it in and drink it, because that's what it's for. And it's for you to be able to have a decent day, so you don't feel a certain kind of way and feel like you can't make it through your day, right? That's the reason why a lot of people drink coffee. So I like this one. So hopefully we get some more like this. I like the fact that there was an update too. I always say that the updates are great because it actually lets you know what's going on. So I like that. So we want to thank you guys for checking us out again. We have to recommend that you hit that notification bell, because that notification bell is everything for you. So you know when we're dropping these videos 2 times a week. If you hit that like button, it helps with the algorithm. The algorithm pushes us up further, and then more people are able to see us, which helps us out tremendously. I know some of you guys are subscribed and you're watching, but you're not liking. I really appreciate it if you like it and hit that notification bell, please. Once again, 2 times a week. Continue to check us out. If you have anything else, you can go ahead and hit me up in the email. You can hit me up Instagram, Facebook. I mean, anywhere that there's social media, I try to have some type of way for you to be able to get a hold of me, and you can also follow there. So we want to thank you guys for checking us out again. I am D Murray, and this is D Murray Reacts.